Welcome to today's video. This is a B1 level business English lesson. Today we're going to be looking at the imperative and using it to give advice regarding workplace problems. All right, so who do you talk to when you have a problem? Could be your coworkers, friends, family, your boss, human resources. The definition of human resources is a division of a company that is responsible for its staff. So now we're going to match the words with the correct definitions. You can pause the video, try this on your own, and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. So to earn something because of your actions is to deserve, number 3. Feeling ashamed or shy is embarrassed, number 4. Appropriate and suitable is proper, number 5. Worried and nervous is stressed, number 6. A task or problem that is difficult to achieve, that would be a challenge, number 2. To recommend something to do to someone is, number 1, advise. An increase in salary is a raise, number 7. All right, now you're going to practice those vocabulary words by filling in the gaps in each sentence, and you might need to change the form of some of the words in order to have correct grammar. So go ahead and pause the video, try that on your own, and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. So Eric felt really embarrassed when he called his CEO by the wrong name. Improving sales with the same budget is going to be a big challenge. After working long hours for the past 2 years, I feel I deserve a pay raise. It is important for companies to give their new employees proper training. I am feeling stressed because I must finish 3 projects this week. Experts advise office workers to take regular breaks from using a computer, and he thinks his boss should give him a raise because he's done a great job this year. All right, so now you're going to read some information about the Chief Advice Officer, or CAO, and then answer the questions. So you can pause the video and read on your own, or you can follow along as I read. The Chief Advice Officer. A Sunday business newspaper column with friendly advice on any workplace problem, large or small. Write in today to receive advice on your problems in the next edition. So what are the advantages of asking the Chief Advice Officer for advice instead of somebody you know? Well, one advantage might be that if you have a really personal kind of problem that you don't want to share with someone at your own company, or that you know, you could write in anonymously or under a different name, so that no one at your own company will know that you're asking this particular question. What are the disadvantages? You might get just very general responses. Maybe the advice won't be specific enough to actually help. And would you ever contact the Chief Advice Officer? Why or why not? And if you'd like to, put those your answers to that question in the comments to generate some discussion. 2 people contacted the CAO with their problems, and so what advice do you think the CAO gave? So Jin Hee said, when I started my job, I didn't receive proper training. I still have lots of questions that I am embarrassed to ask because I've been here for 6 months. What do you advise? And Ferenc says, my manager was recently replaced by another person. Now he is doing exactly what I do, but he still has the same salary. which because of his former position is higher than my salary. This really bothers me because I think that my salary should be the same. What should I do? All right, so we're going to look at the reply that the CAO gave to Jin Hee. She says, Dear Jin Hee, this problem is very common. If I were you, I would be honest with your manager. It's much better to ask questions after being at a company for 6 months than to still feel confused after a year or after 2 years. You should speak to your boss about this immediately and ask him or her for the training you need to do your job well. So go ahead and summarize this advice in your own words. And was this similar to some ideas that you had? And if not, do you think that the CAO's answer is good advice, and why or why not? And again, you can enter the answer to question 3 in the comments. All right, now we have the CAO replies to Ferenc. Dear Ferenc, I can understand why this feels wrong. However, you should be careful. A person's salary is often a result of many different things like experience, time at the company, salary history, and negotiation skills. You should start by talking to human resources. You can ask them to explain how your company decides a person's salary and why you are paid less. If you're going to ask for a raise, make sure you show the reasons you deserve more money. So again, you're going to summarize the advice and think about whether it's similar to what you would have said. And if not, then feel free to post in the comments why you think that the CEO's answer is good or not. All right, so the expressions below are often used to give advice. So you should plus a verb. You should speak to your boss about this immediately. You should be careful. And then it might be a good idea to plus a verb. It might be a good idea to talk to your boss about this. It might be a good idea to meet with human resources. And then if I were you, I would plus a verb. If I were you, I would be honest with your manager. And if I were you, I would take your time. Now, imperatives, the dictionary form of a verb without a subject, can also be used to tell someone what to do. So here, think carefully before you say anything to him. So here we don't use the subject you, it's just understood. You think carefully, so you would never say it like that. So the imperative is just you leave off the you and just use the plain form of the verb. Same thing here. Make sure that you are ready for the conference. The you is understood, so we don't need to really say it. So it says, however, be careful. Imperatives can often sound like a command or an instruction rather than friendly advice. So here, check the report again feels a little negative, and sounds a little bossy. So you might want to soften it by saying it might be a good idea to check the report again. Okay, the expressions in bold are often used to ask for advice. My manager never listens to my ideas. What should I do? I don't have enough time to finish everything before the deadline. What do you suggest I do? I have a meeting with a customer in Berlin, but my flight has been canceled. What do you think I should do? All right, so now rearrange the words below to make the correct sentences. You can pause the video, try this on your own, and then restart when you're ready to see the answers. All right, so number 1 is you should talk to your coworkers about this. My coworkers are always late. What do you suggest I do? I forgot my password. What should I do? It might be a good idea to take a break. If I were you, I would email human resources, and you should ask your manager if you don't know. All right, now we're going to listen to Henry and Asha talking. Listen to the beginning of the conversation and then discuss the questions.
You look stressed, Asha. What's the matter?
Oh, Henry, you know me well.
Brian asked me to work late again tonight.
On the Levi project?
Yes, but I told him that I can't. My daughter has a basketball game tonight, and I promised her that I would be there.
Great. So what problem does she have? The boss asked her to work late again, but she has a conflict. And what advice do you think Henry will give her? And have you ever had a problem like this? And if so, what did you do? And again, you can share those answers in the comments to generate some conversation. All right, before we listen to the whole conversation, we'll look at some vocabulary words. To walk someone through something means to guide someone carefully through something, and to give someone a hand is to help someone. And we'll listen, and then you'll indicate whether these statements are true or false.
You look stressed, Asha. What's the matter?
Oh, Henry, you know me well. Brian asked me to work late again tonight.
On the Levi project?
Yes, but I told him that I can't. My daughter has a basketball game tonight, and I promised her that I would be there.
Oh, I understand. You should tell him the reason. I'm sure he would understand.
You're right. I will tell him. The problem is that tomorrow I have to leave at 4 p.m. because I have a doctor's appointment. It was the only opening on the doctor's schedule. I feel bad, but I shouldn't feel bad because I have worked late every night this week.
Sometimes I feel the same way. I think we both work much more than 40 hours a week.
Yeah, and I think this project is taking me so long because I am still learning how to use our new project management system. I need training.
I understand. That's tough.
I asked for training 3 times now, but they keep telling me to wait longer.
Listen, I understand the project management system well because I used it at my former job. How about tomorrow during lunch I walk you through it?
Really, Henry? I don't want to take time away from your lunch.
I'd like to give you a hand. I know you would do the same for me.
All right, so Henry thinks that Asha should talk to Brian. That is true. Asha has to leave early tomorrow to visit a customer. That's false. It's not a customer, it's a doctor's appointment. Asha has been working hard recently. That's true. Asha thinks she can use the project management system well. That's false. She said that she needed more training. Henry has a lot of experience using the project management system. That's true because he said he used it at his previous job. And Asha will explain the project management system to Henry tomorrow. That's false. It's the other way around. Henry is going to explain it to Asha. Now think about you and your coworkers and discuss the questions below. Do you think that you're a good coworker? Why or why not? When was the last time that you gave someone a hand? When was the last time that someone gave you a hand? And if you don't know how to do something, who do you ask to walk you through it? Right, Sifiso isn't happy with his progress within his company, so give him your advice. He says, I've been working at this company for nearly 10 years now, but I am never considered for promotions. I have seen other employees with less experience get promoted to managerial roles, but never me. My manager says I am doing well, but I think I deserve a promotion and a raise. What do you suggest I do? And here's some expressions that you can use. You should, it might be a good idea too, and if I were you, I would. And so again, if you would like to put your advice to Sifiso in the comments, that would be great. Yeah, there is a problem with office politics in Patina's company. Give her your advice. There is a lot of office politics in my company. People only care about making themselves look good to management. There is no team spirit and nobody gives anyone a hand. I try to keep a positive attitude, but it's difficult because everyone is so selfish. What should I do? And again, you can make some suggestions and remember to use some of these advice-giving expressions. All right, now think about a situation at work and are there any problems that you need advice for? You can describe the problem in the comments and ask for feedback. Can't really think of a real problem, then create one. And then here are the the phrases that you can use to ask for that advice. And that brings us to the end of today's video. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.